Yeah, this was my long. And so let me just turn off the VPN. Yeah. So what I was expecting is, I was expecting a tap of this level. This was a daily level, and I was expecting a sweep of this Monday low, tap into this and run higher. That was something I was expecting, but unfortunately, we did not get the fill, and we front ran the Monday low, because many people were expecting the Monday low. So I don't like say that it was like bad thing that we did not swap the Monday low, because a lot of people was expecting Monday low swap. So somewhere in me it was telling me that we are not gonna get the fill, but I placed the limit anyways in the night. But when I woke up and I saw price action like this, I knew that we might be just going up. But it was too risky to long here, because this is not a good confluence. Maybe a break out of this, I should have longed with the stop loss somewhere below. But for me, then there was this imbalance. So there was not any long confluences for me, because we did not had a sweep here. So I don't know why I would long here. We did not sweep the Monday low, so just longing entirely from here did not make sense to me at all. So that's why I didn't long. So that was one of the reason, by the way. Now I can also talk briefly about the short, which was something around here, I guess. If I go on a 15-minute time frame, yes, it was basically, if I draw an inverse FEG. I don't know if you know what an inverse FEG. It is basically when an FEG does not get respected. So let's say this is a support, right? This is a support. So let's say if a support is not getting respected, and that it gets breaked out. Now when we will retest it, this will call resistance. So same is the case with the FEG. If the FEG does not get respected, which we did not respect it here, and we literally just dumped really fast. So now this will be called inverse FEG. So now let's say we did something like this. Now when the price will come up, we will expect it to go down. That was my initial reasoning to look for the shorts. um to look for the short, let me just hide this real quickly. And we did caught the short somewhere around here. um yeah, I believe here. And the reason was that we broke the 1 minute break of we did a 1 minute break of a structure on a higher time frame liquidity. So for me it was a good confluence to look go for shorts. And that was not it, by the way. I even shared it on my X, by the way, as well. So if I draw Fibonacci, you can see we did not just had an inverse FEG on a 15-minute time frame. We also had a 0.79 level here. So this was a good overall short region. But unfortunately it did not really play it out. I mean, it's playing out right now. I mean, we are dropping right now. I wanted to take TP here, and now we are dropping. So it's really sad to see this, because my idea is now getting played out to just look for shots around here. I closed it because the retest of this, for me, this was just too much. I was like, now we're gonna get stopped out, because it was just not the greatest confluence. I mean, we still have, we our stop loss can still be saved, by the way, because we have this FVG here, and we have an anchored VWAP. And if I draw Fibonacci, you can see it can still be saved. So I'm not really worried about the dump right now, unless we close below there, below this below this line. Then I would be like, concerned about the Bitcoin long. But you get the point, right? My idea was great. It was good. We played out. I wanted to take TP, by the way. Here I was looking to close the short entirely here. It was a 1 hour, so for me it wouldn't be bad. It wouldn't be the worst trade, because I trade with like 200K prof from account. So what happened, man? I had a position running. I'm pretty sure I have a long running. I don't know why it's not showing here. You can see my screen, right? Yeah, I will get to the XPL. It's not a problem. I don't know. Oh yeah, my stop loss on the higher was. Oh shit. Yeah, I just remembered my stop loss on the higher was a bit tight, because it stopped out. The account is now almost $4,000 down, but it's fine. I'll recover it. I have done it many times, by the way. So, the whole point, what I'm trying to say here is this. Sorry, what I was saying. I just got blanked out. Yeah. So I was saying, the whole point of this shot. The shot was good, our idea was good, execution was good at some point as well, but when we did a retest of this, I was like, now we are going to get stopped out. So I closed it. I should have, like, what I have should have done is that I should have hedged. I shouldn't have closed it. I think that's I did something wrong. um but yeah, okay, down, that's not looking good at all. Oh yeah, we might get stopped out on this one. Hmm. Yeah, this is not good looking good at all. We shouldn't have went down this low. Yeah, this is gonna get stopped out. But yeah, our execution, you can say our execution was bad, because sometimes I struggle with the execution, because execution is a hard part. Sometimes it gets really hard to execute a trade. But the idea was good. It was inverse FEG, the Fibonacci 0.79 level. Now we are going down. It's getting played out. But for me, this was like, okay, now we are gonna go up. If I didn't had this retest, I would have been like, I would have never closed that shot. But for me, even if I go on a 3 minute time frame, there was just not, this is gonna get stopped out. That's the last level we are looking at. If no bounce from here, yeah, we're gonna get stopped out then. So for me, the thing was that if we went this high, there is just no confluences for me to think that now we will get rejected. But we did, and now we are going down. So for me, this was just like a trigger to like just close the short and fill up into the long, because I was seeing this trend, but now it's looking weak and we're gonna get stopped out. So yeah, I probably, yep, we got stopped out. Really, really bad execution, two bad trades in a day. But yeah, I'll recover it. I think we have took like three back to back L's. It was like first, it was this stop loss on the break even. Sorry, the stop loss here, and then point 0.1 hour here, and now this entire trade. So yeah, not the greatest trading days, but not the worst as well. We can always recover. But next POI, I mean, honestly, if we lose this level, ideally this level, do you see these lows? If we lose this level, then most likely I would be looking to target the sweep of Monday low, or at least these pivot levels. These pivot levels. What we can do is that we can basically do an SFP of these levels, and then we can run higher. So I would be looking to trade something like this. But yeah, overall, yes, I know we are getting back to back L's, but we have made 8 hour in a single trades multiple times. So for me, I'm not really worried about. I'm more worried about my psychology, because it hurts the execution. So I just don't wanna hurt my psychology right now. Looking at two L's when we had like consistent wins back to back, like 5 to 6 wins. So I'm not worried about the L's right now. So yeah, but yeah, I should have waited for that Bitcoin short. Yep, that I shouldn't have closed it. That's what I will say. Should have waited for the retest. I need a break, honestly. Yeah. See, the problem, what I'm saying, that retest of what, right? I mean, we got a shot somewhere around here. We're talking about catching a shot somewhere around here. Now, was enough retest. This was enough for me, but why do you need this? For me, it was like, if I draw Fibonacci, you can see, for me, this was like a good retest. We should have done something like this, something like, yes. But when we saw this, for me, this was like, okay, now this is not looking good, and yeah, that was the reason for me to just close that short out and just fill up into the longs, and now this is crashing. So it really hurts to see, because my if I go on, if this I longed something Bitcoin around somewhere here, we got stopped out here, and then we went up so much, like $4,000 up. We short it here, somewhere here, we are crashing out. So yeah, this is not good. Your idea is getting played out, but your execution is ruining your trades. So yeah, need to work on the execution more. But anyways, we're not here to talk about the execution, but maybe sometimes it's good to talk about the mistakes you made, so uh, you would be more careful. Because if you follow my streams from a long time, you would understand I was talking about this level from a long, long time. Because for me, 86K level was huge because of this FEG and this weekly level. And if I draw Fibonacci, you can see overall this level was just absolutely gold level for me. But then I continued not too long from here, not to have a big SL. So yeah, there were some mistakes we made. The idea was good, which is a good thing that our technical is playing out. Our technical was not never wrong. Our execution was bad. So yeah, we will work on the execution. The iron sharpens the iron, so I'm not worried about that. Anyways, what's next on the Bitcoin, right? That we all want to know. So since we have talked about the position, let me read instrumental state. I faded my own setup. Yeah, this one, yeah, this monthly level that we did retest, it was a good shot as well. For the Ethereum, I will get to the Ethereum Arlic, because I have something really interesting to show on the Ethereum. But right now, if I talk about the Bitcoin, if you follow my streams from day one, you would know how big of a fan of I am from 96K to the 98K level. As soon as we get a short opportunity here, what ideally I want to see is that something like this on a lower time frame, which we just got on our latest shot, which I was talking about. If I go on a 1 minute time frame, I would be able to show you betterly. So, we this was a price action, right? Higher high, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, and then we had a break of a structure, and then we had a retest. So for me, this was like this is the type of reaction. This is the type of reaction you want to see if you want a long or the short. This is a really $1,000 entry model. I'm giving you, by the way. This is a and it is really simple to trade as well. So yeah, something like this, and your stop loss goes above the highs or the below the lows, or you can give your stop loss to breathe and place it like $100 to $200 above. If I go on a 4 hour time frame, which I was talking about, so for this 96K to the 98K level, ideally I want to see something similar. We need a break of structure on a lower time frame, retest, make an entry on 5 minute FEG, and then go lower. That's basically what I'm looking at, this area. So this remains a big short area. Okay, I don't need to mention this again. I don't need to explain why this is a big short area. A golden pocket anchored VWAP, FEG, a lot of things are here. Now, before even going to the 96K level, we have a really strong resistance which we are looking at, which is 93K to the 92K level, which is basically this. Because you can see we have been struggling to break this out. First we respected this, one two, we respected this. Now we are struggling to break this out. No matter how hard we try, we are not able to break the 92K to the 93K resistance. So for me, what I would like to see, first of all, this is a good short opportunity, good short area for me, because this level is just like overall is has become a great resistance. So for me now, the psychology for me is that if we go here, then I will look for intraday short here for sure. And let's say if I have a something like this on a lower time frame, ideally 5 to 15 minute, not on 1 minute, because this is not a major resistance such as this. As you get the point, right? Do you understand the psychology? Because if we are targeting the minor resistance, then for our the confirmations of the time frame will go higher as well. Here, if I get a 1 minute time frame break of structure, I would look to short. But here, I won't look at the 1 minute, but I would rather look at the 5 minute or 15 minute. So because this is a minor resistance, this is a really important thing. And once I have a confirmation, I will look to short from here. And I'm gonna be really honest with you. I'm I will then probably ride this till 70K. I might not even take TPs in between. So something like this would be my trade idea. 75K ideally. So yeah, that's basically what I'm looking at. I can like share this in here as well if you want. So yeah, that's basically what I'm looking at. If there is a reaction, of course, I don't trade the limits. No, no, SL is hit. Malik, as stop loss has gotten hit. That's what I was explaining in the stream right now. Yeah, 96K definitely. But the bigger the resistance zone is, keep in mind, if we fill up this level, then you will see good things. Then I'm talking about 107K, potentially 117K as well. So yeah, Philip of this is like a really good. Then for me, this would be like easy. But if we Philip this, then this would be something like this. So that's why when I say 96K, 98K is a major zone, take me seriously, okay? But yeah, I would still look at the 93K level for the short, because this is already, you can see a lot of this is a very strong weekly level. We have been getting rejected. SL was at 86K, not, I believe stop loss was at 87,102. Malik, I think you're talking about the soul short, soul long. His stop loss was a bit of a wider. I like to play the tighter stop losses. But yeah, hope you learned something from this price action explanation. This is what I'm looking at. Ideally, a shot from here would be more safer shot, but I would not hesitate to try a shot from here. Yeah, and by the way, this is really funny because do you see this wick? I had a stream on the X, I believe, or somewhere, that I literally explained this on my stream, that how important the 90K area is, because we had a monthly high. Sorry, what this called is Monday high, and then we also had a Fibonacci golden pocket as well. So you can see we literally tapped the golden pocket to the pinpoint. I explained everything on the stream, that why the 90K was an important level. Then I ended up giving up the shot as well, but I forgot to send it in the early light. I mean, I did not forget to send it, but you know, it was like I just. I just didn't had a time to share the shot here, because it moved really fast. So if I had shared the uh, late shot, then yeah, and yeah, my long man, I don't know what to say. Is not an easy mode, Cypria. I don't know, man. Sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong. This is not an easy mode. It was an easy mode till here. You see, this was an easy mode, but because we caught this long and this short, but this price action. Just tell me, man. What is even this price action? How a one is supposed to even trade this price action? Look at the VIX like these now. Yes, even in this price section we are doing live streams and telling you exact level, because keep in mind, even my execution was bad. This an entire long area, a short area, it was great. And same with this, I was longing here, even though I got stopped, execution was bad, but our idea got played out. It would have been like 1 to 2 hour trade. So imagine if we are doing this in such bad conditions, what we will do in, like, when the conditions are easy, or even they are intermediate. I don't need easy conditions. I'm asking for intermediate condition, but, but this is not tradable. So yeah, now I don't even know where the liquidity is even on the chart, except this and this, because we have swapped this, and we are looking this level. If we bounce from here, but again, why the heck would we bounce from here now? So yeah, this is like, yeah, man. I'm just sad about my shot. Just right now, I'm sad about my shot. My account is down almost 4,000 as well, and this is just really sad to see. Yeah. So I've given you the short levels, by the way. Now for the longs level, as I have said, Monday low sweep potentially, but this is not a really big confluence for me. Otherwise, the SFP of this, by the way. Okay, and yeah, let me just announce that the short is cancelled. Yeah, this price action is just like really crazy. Long limit is cancelled. I'm just updating on my channel, because so people don't take it, because right now we don't want to catch the falling knife. Yeah, this is like we might get that Monday sweep. Not impossible after this. Some, yeah, we can get it, but then again, now if we get a Monday sweep, for me, there are just not enough confluences for to look to longs from here. But again, if I get a long opportunity, I would love to long. I would like to see SFP, something like this, retest of this weekly level. I make an entry, stop loss goes. I will target the 93K. But I need to see a reaction, right? I cannot just place a limit on a price action like this, correct? So yeah, and I'm never gonna close my positions again. I'm just gonna let them run, because I should have never closed that shot. We never got stopped out, and that idea is playing out. My psychology ruined my really great trade. My account is down bad. So yeah. Anyways, mm, now let's get to the Ethereum. I don't think so. The Bitcoin is worth any talk. I have given you the levels. Monday low sweep. Look for potential longs, but look for 0.5 hour. Don't risk more than that. And other than that, 83K level is your 83K to the 80K. These are your main levels, by the way. Like, look at this price action. Like, yesterday we had a pump, we retraced everything. We had a pump, we retraced everything. Same on the Bitcoin. Like, how can one even trade this? I mean, you just see, man. I had a really great idea. I just cannot stop talking about this because you see, we literally respected the FVG to the pinpoint. And if I draw Fibonacci, you can see if I draw Fibonacci to the pinpoint. Pinpoint your levels getting respected, but you are still not making money. You know, that's but yeah, I think that's part of the learning as well. I'll journal this out as well. Be more patient on your trades. Let them play out. But yeah, now let's talk about this. For me, Ethereum, I had a Ethereum limit placed somewhere around here. My stop loss was like a bit wider. I think it was below this low, yes. Or I think it was something around here. And I was looking to target this high. So I think setup is still valid, but I'm not gonna give it right now because market is literally like, it is free falling. So what I would like to see, I would like to see some reaction. I'm gonna say this. If you know a bit of technical analysis, you would understand this really beautifully. Do you see a setup here? We had a 4 hour FEG here, and we have a weekly level here. You understand this? I just remember weekly level, 4 hour FEG, and if I draw Fibonacci, you can see golden pocket. Now, if I go on Ethereum, same setup is here. Weekly level, 4 hour FEG, and if I draw Fibonacci, I'm not sure about the Fibonacci because I never drew the Fibonacci. Yeah, you can see we have a 0.79 level here. So we have a quite of a similar setup on the Ethereum, which we had on a Bitcoin. So I'm definitely not going to fade Ethereum right now. Plus we have we are going to sweep these lows, then these lows if we tap our entry. So I'm definitely keeping an eye on Ethereum to get filled here, but I'm not gonna share this officially right now unless I see a reaction. I haven't placed a limit as well, you can see, but I will be looking to long Ethereum from here. So this is a long zone for the Ethereum. I can share a chart if you want. Um, well, Malik, sometimes it's not about making money. Sometimes it's about giving yourself a rest. So that's why I close the long limit. What if you get stopped on the Bitcoin long as well, right? Then your psychology will get really ruined. So we don't want to do that, right? I would rather miss on five good trades rather than getting stop loss on five trades and ruining my psychology. That's why you see my win rate is quite decent. It revolves around 60 to 70% because I cannot take multiple losses again and again. Then I need a rest. I don't trade because then you will for sure overtrade, because that's why I'm against the win rate of 20%, 30%, because you cannot just trade. Your psychology is gonna get hurt a lot. So yeah, you gotta keep all these things in mind when you trade, right? Yeah, that's what they're doing. I mean, if anyone comes to you and say this is a easy price action to trade, I'm gonna like, I don't know, man. It was easy till here, then I don't know what is even this. So yeah. So this is Ethereum long level. Now for the Ethereum short level, I'm still gonna keep an eye on this level. So ideally what we can do is that we can do a big wick SFP of this high, and then I would be looking to short somewhere around here because this 3500 level is still a really, really pretty strong level, I believe. If I draw an anchored VWAP, you can see this is still a pretty strong level for me to look for longs. You can see there is a value area high as well still. So I'm not gonna ignore the 3500 level if we get, and I would love to short right now. Other than this, let me see if there are some other shorts. Yeah, this is also a good level. This is also a good level, by the way. I don't think so. This is a bad level. I would keep an eye on this. You can see there have been rejections from this level, and then we did a retest of this level, rejection from here. We have an anchored VWAP lining up pretty soon here, plus we have an high. So what we can do is that we can tap the anchored VWAP SFP of this high, then go lower. Plus we have this level, which we can classify as 4 hour level. So yeah, for me, there are two Ethereum short level. First is this, and if this longs gets end up playing out, then take full TP here, and if we flip this level, then look for new longs somewhere around here with the stop loss of 2% or 3%. So these are my short level on the Ethereum right now, and long as I have already given you. So yeah, if you want to know it weekly level, I have already explained you the weekly 3500 level short. So I don't think so I need to do it again because I have done it on my prior streams. So yeah, this is the Ethereum resistance. Now Solana, as I said, I only chart these three become, yeah. I mean, I don't even need to analyze this. Do I? What even is this? Yeah, God have mercy on this. When I saw this pump, you can even ask the Arlik. I don't know if that guy remembers it, but when we had I already said when I shorted from here the Solana, or I think it was this short, I clearly said that Solana is done because we have swept major liquidity. Keep in mind, I got the shot from here, by the way. We have never visited this high after that, never, never, never. And you can see now we are going lower. We are breaking the monthly level, and if you think this is a low, really light monthly level, then you're wrong. I have explained on my streams many times. You can see how strong this monthly level is. Now we are literally going below this. So if we get a monthly closing below this 124 level, Solana would be pretty much cooked up. And I think we are gonna get this time because this monthly level have become weak. I mean, we did had a price action like this, and we never closed below it. But we'll see, because right now there is not much liquidity, right? For them, it's just better to go down, sweep all this, rather than go up and sweep all this. Yeah, Solana is pretty much looking. Plus, we have swept the major liquidity before going down. This tap into the daily FEG, sweep all the major liquidity, this high, and all of this, sweep all this, and then go lower. So for me, I don't see a reason Solana to pump. And just look at this price action. Look at this price action. This pump dump pump dump pump dump. This is a Solana. It is almost $1 billion coin. I think it's more than 100 billion, right? I don't remember exactly. And it's having a pump dump price action like this, so you can tell how weird the crypto is right now. Yeah, not a fan of this. I would rather trade NQ, man. I'm not even interested in analyzing this. What does NQ says? Hmm. I mean, NQ is looking more bullish than the Bitcoin right now. You can even see. Why are these blue lines on my chart? I'm opening the NQ chart for the first time. Not exactly the first time. Yeah, this was a good short opportunity. This we had an order block. Yeah, crypto is cooked when I'm analyzing the NQ. Yeah, this was a good short opportunity. We had a OT level retest order block. I'm pretty sure there was an anchored VWAP coming from the highs as well. Yeah, we have an anchored VWAP coming from the highs as well. Yeah, see, let me see if I have a. No, not really, not really. Let me use this. Yeah, not really, but this was a good short opportunity. But anyways, NQ is looking more bullish than the Bitcoin, so I might even shift to the NQ for a moment. Solana is just not for me. Is not. Any people who are asking for are we in the bear market now? If you break this low, then 100% we are in the bear market. But till we don't break this low, I'm certain that we are not in the bear market. But I'm not saying we are going to the all-time high either. So you gotta understand all of this. So yeah, I think that's enough. There's not really much to analyze other than these three coins. Altcoins, I'm not gonna touch them. I mean, if you want, you can trade the shit coins, meme coins. Muro is doing really, really great with the shit coins, but I'm not the type of guy who likes to trade these coins. I just like to stick to the big caps because we are big boys. Not really, because I have a strategy on the Bitcoin and the Ethereum and the Solana. So if I go on the altcoin, I'm probably gonna mess up and give multiple SLs. That's why I don't give the altcoin straight. But I try to come on the stream and explain you my strategy as much as I can. So yeah, let me observe the Bitcoin price action a little bit more. I mean, you can see why are we even bouncing from here? We haven't swept the Monday low. So yeah, all of this is just I don't even know what to say. Yeah, I think the only advice I will give, we have 8 people. Yeah, I mean, then you stick to your system, so it's fine. I think as long as you are sticking to your system, it's fine. There are 8 people, so I'm gonna say this. It's not worth it to trade right now. Don't stress yourself. There are 12 days left in the month. I would say, just if you're a Christian, just go take a break for the Christian, or if you're not even Christian, just take a break from the trading. Enjoy these 12 days. We have made a lot of money in last 18 days. Don't front run that money. You can see my account is down, even though I was up like 17K. I took profits, but now this is down. I don't get entire 17K from it, by the way. So don't make don't think I'm making a 17K, but it's not worth it to front. What is it called? I don't even know. Sorry, round trip. Yeah, don't round trip your gains here. It's not worth it. So take 12 days of break. What do you think? Yeah, I have the same setup, man. What are you talking about? You'll copy my setup. No, I think it's good. I mean, I have quite a similar setup. I think the wave have quite a similar setup as what you just said. So we are looking at the zones too long from here, but the problem is that if there is no reaction from the chart you mentioned, then we will get stopped out. I think you should have a more wider stop loss, probably below the lows v 83K low. So that's what I will advise. But overall, this is just, if there's no reaction, you're not gonna get these trade. Better wait for some better ops. I have round two. Yep. See, that's what I'm trying to say. Like I am up, including the trims, by the way, close to 7 to 8% on my portfolio. More than that, if I be honest. So I'm not gonna advise you to like round. I'm not gonna round trip all of that. So you're gonna see a lot of less trades from my side. So, but if you want to trade shit coins and meme coins, I will highly advise follow the Muro. He's doing like great in that area. But if you follow the Bitcoin, need an update on the Bitcoin, what's Bitcoin is gonna do, you can come to me because I think I'm doing pretty good in the Bitcoin. We have made a lot of money just trading the Bitcoin and the Ethereum this month. So yeah. Anyways, guys, have a good day. If you are in somewhere in the Euro, have a good day. If you're somewhere in the Asia, have a good night. I'll catch you next week on the Monday late night stream. So cheers, guys. Yeah. Bye. Thank you guys for joining. Raining in the UAE, that's like miracle, man. So yeah, cheers.